Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. Give me what I want, or I'm gonna continue to hurt people you love. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. You just don't want to give it to me. Give it to me. Give me what I want.
We're gonna give you what you want.
That's not what I want.
Hello, AWO Aaron Order. Welcome to Comic Book Hall for this July 9th, 2025. This is your host, AWO Aaron Order. Just got back from buying comics, reading the comics, and this will be me showing you what comics I bought and me telling you about the comics that I bought. But before I get into that, if you're new to this channel, you're checking out the channel for the first time, you see what you like, please subscribe. For current and new subscribers, if you do see what you like, smash the like button down below. Also, if you're interested in joining membership to this stream, go ahead and press the membership button, the join button down below. There's two tiers. The second tier is not much more expensive than the first tier. But let's take a look. All right, so I'm in the comic book hall. Only about 4 comics. Nothing from what 3 from Marvel, and 1 from DC. Next week it'll probably be mostly DC from what I'm interested in. Okay, so 3 from Marvel and 1 from DC. 2 Fantastic Four comics, but not the same series. One is a prequel, and Uncanny X-Men. Uncanny X-Men. Alright, so let's start off with DC and get the 3 out of the way after with Marvel. So I got Batman Robin issue 23. Okay. Let me get this banner. I do think it blocks. But yeah. 23. This is about a demon, some supernatural force demon named Memento in Gotham, where Batman and Damian are dealing with Etrigan making an appearance and how to deal with this demon. Memento is the last comic before the final issue. Next month's issue is the final comic in the arc, Memento. But it's who do this? Johnson. So here we got so let's see some pages. I'll show you some pages. Like that. Okay. Show you some other things. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, that's the only DC I got this month. Now let's move on to X-Men, Uncanny X-Men. It's written by Gail Simone. Okay, X-Men 17. Okay, this is about a debate on a movie about mutants, a serial killer mutant movie. Basically, there's a movie that was shot and premiered and debuted, and I apologize for that. But I can't do anything about that. About a serial killer mutant out there getting revenge, and in the issues here is basically the typical X-Men fashion, mutant fashion. Between mutants and and humans, right? And whether this movie is a bad poor taste on the mutants, or just clearly, or is it making people more upset with mutants? And again, there's interviews in here with people that are for it, and there's obviously panels in here against it. Are glorifying mutant hate with this movie? Is this movie trying to glorify mutant hate even more, or appreciate mutants? Like, is it a good thing to have? Do the X-Men think it? The X-Men, they're debating on if this movie is good for for mutants, basically to be recognized as not hostile, not scary, but it isn't, right? Because it's a mutant serial killer. But on the other hand, there's human serial killers, why not be mutant serial killers, right? I mean, equality, right? Whatever. And it turns out the actress who's playing the mutant, who's right, the actress in the film, she turns out she really secretly hates mutants. Okay. It's interesting. Now we get to the Fantastic Four comics. Fantastic Four 1 of the new Fantastic Four series by Alan North. Okay, by Alan North. So you're battling Emperor Doom. Emperor Doom gets the last laugh and sends the Fantastic Four to different time periods in different time periods. So, and Johnny Storm has a mustache. Let me show you the mustache. If I can find a pic. Yeah. No, not there. Here. Johnny Storm has a picture. Mustache. So Doctor Doom, Emperor Doom, as he calls himself in this, sends it back to different time periods. Time periods. Well, actually, 3 of them get sent back, and they have to find a way to get back to present time to stop Doctor Doom, right? So, I believe Johnny Storm has been sent back to an age where there's no life, period, like no dinosaurs, no animals, no basic vegetation, trees or anything. Yeah, trees, vegetation, basically no life. Okay, the life is animals, humans, and plants. Basically none of that. He gets sent back there, and basically like really, really beginning Earth days, and it's like a wasteland where it's hot all the time, and he's of course Johnny Storm is hot. It's hot without going flame on. So Ben Grimm, the thing gets sent back to prehistoric times, dinosaurs, and you see Ben Grimm take on dinosaurs in here. Okay, yeah, you see him take on dinosaurs. Ben Grimm sent back there. Reed Richards gets sent back to it looks like medieval times, and has to kind of blend into the society there, how the time period there, because there are humans there. Unlike Johnny Storm and Ben Grimm, there's humans with the time period that Reed Richards gets sent back. But Sue Storm does not get sent back in time. She actually gets sent back back to the future. Degrassi is gonna love it. She actually gets sent into the future, but the future is empty, destructive. No human life. It's basically apocalyptic like world, apocalypse like type world. Okay, she gets and they have to find a way to get back to the time period and stop Doctor Doom, the current time period that they're from, and stop Doctor Doom. Okay. Now we got Fantastic Four First Steps. This is a prequel comic to the movie that comes out in 2 months. Okay. This does feature Mole Man as the main antagonist. Well, if you see him helping up the Fantastic Four in the movie and you're confused, but if you've seen the leaks, you'll know. But if you haven't seen the leaks, but you're confused, yeah, Mole Man is turns out to be a good guy, and the reason why is in this comic. He'll end up being an ally to the Fantastic Four, and the reason why is in this comic. You gotta read this comic. Also, there's some fun things. There's like not in the comic panels, but there's like an actual interview with Johnny Storm, and it's funny. And it confirms Paul Walter Hauser as Mole Man. But this is basically a prequel comic. Explains how they got the powers, basically. Um, Isolation at one point. And then the first adversary, Mole Man, and Mole Man's reasoning for attacking society because he believes he wants his civilization. He created kind of the whole civilization underground, things like that. But eventually, Mole Man and the Fantastic Four become allies and friends. Yeah, so if you're going to see the movie and you're confused by that, not knowing the leaks or anything about that, this is the comic that explains why. But yeah, okay. And this is written by Matt. I think this is written by Matt Fraction. Let me check. I think this might just be a one shot. I don't think there is an issue number 2. I think it's just a one shot. Let me see. Who is it written by? Yeah, Matt Fraction. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so those are my comics. Those are what I got. Only 4. Next week is DC. I think there's a lot more DC coming out that I want next week. So I'll be getting DC, and I'm getting close again, and I'll probably get the next issue of Absolute Batman at that time. But yeah, those are the comics I got. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below, guys. Bye.